Yo guys, what is going on? It's Tyrant LEIVR back for another video. I know it's been a couple days since I last posted, but I've just been grinding out these GBs. I think I've probably played 25 to 30 of them in the last 3 days or so, I've just been grinding them out, and I hope you guys can understand that. But today, what I have for you is a tournament gameplay. I actually played a tournament this weekend on, I think it was Friday night, yeah. And this is the top 8. Wait. This was round 3, I think, in the tournament. So, this is London Docks. I know I've posted a couple, like, how to win London Docks, but this is just going to be a super in-depth analysis of my actual gameplay, not just, like, strategies and stuff. But this will be, I'm showing you my actual singles strategies. So, if you guys are singles players and you're looking to get some new strategies, know how to win, especially on London Docks, this video will help a lot. But even if it's not London Docks, this video helps with some situational awareness stuff and just some general strategy. So I encourage you guys to stick around. It's going to be super in-depth, though. Definitely not an entertaining video. Once again, this is going to be more of a strategy analysis video. So if you are here to learn and get better at the game, then stick around. If not, just wait for one of my more entertaining singles videos or something. So let's go ahead and get into it here. I don't think you guys are going to be able to hear game sound, but it's not really that big of a deal because I'm just going to be commentating over the whole thing. So here we go. Like I said, this is London Docks from a GB tournament, round 3, I think. This guy was 2-0. I was 2-0 in the tournament, so obviously both good players here. And let's go ahead and get into it. So first of all, first thing I'm going to realize is I got defense. So on defense on singles, there's a couple things you can do. I'm going to go ahead and come over here to a mini map here. So you spawn right here in defense, and the offense obviously spawns up here. So B bomb site's here, A bomb site's right here. So if for on offense, the team can either obviously come through mid, challenge you here, or they can go down through the tunnel, which is obviously over here, come up B, or they can go through coal, come to B, or they can hit A street. So really there's 4 ways they can go right off offense. They can also just sit in their spawn and wait for you. So really there's 5 major things that people do on this map. Now, what I like to do on this map, really I like to do it more on offense than defense, is the main thing people do, especially in singles, but they like to challenge mid. So this is the mid statue. They like to come right here and challenge mid. And so a lot of them actually cook a nade, throw it in here, and then watch it for a couple seconds. So my favorite strategy is just coming in here, waiting behind the wall. You can do it on both sides, obviously here. And then waiting for their nade, waiting a couple of seconds, and then challenging mid. Because they no longer expect you to be there after like 10 seconds. So I like to late challenge mid, see if I can pick them off on these stairs or statue or looking in the cut or whatever. So you're going to see me do that a couple times. I'm not sure if I do that right off the bat, but we'll go ahead and see what I do here. Looks like I pulled the PP out, so I'm guessing I don't do that. Using the PP, usually I go towards B, but I could also do an A rush. It just kind of depends. So we'll go ahead and see what I do here. Actually, I have a good feeling of what I do. I like to use the PPSH on this map, so I may not even rush with it. I just like to use it because I think it's more of a close quarters map, I guess. So yeah, looks like I'm just going to watch the cross, yep. Okay, so the best way for me to watch the A cross is you come in here onto the ladder room, and then you just line your side up right here so you can barely see the cross, but they can't really see you unless they're looking directly at you. So you're going to see I'm going to wait here till about 1:15-ish, but I just heard him nade mid, so I know that he's in mid, meaning if he threw that nade right here, he's obviously right here. He walked up to here, cooked the nade, peeked out, threw it, and then probably peeked back, but obviously he's in mid somewhere. So I'm just going to kind of watch my back a little bit, make sure he's not pushing me. I check mid, I don't see him. So now, here, a couple things have happened. He's coming to mid. I'll just get rid of these A lines and B lines, I guess. He's coming to mid, he's throwing the nade. He checked it, didn't see me, so now he's no longer here. What can he do? Well, he can either back up into his spawn, or he can go to A through the staircase right here. So he's either coming to my left, I'm now on the statue, or he's backing up into his spawn most likely. I know that's not what he's actually doing, but you'll see. So I come in here to challenge him. I just happen to see him right here watching his flank very early into the round, and I pick him off very easily right there. So fortunately, I just got lucky. I did not expect him to do that at all, but because of the position that I was in, he did not expect me to come behind him, and I was easily able to pick him off here. Turn the sound down a little bit. Alright, so now on offense. I'm going to be on offense here. You're going to see, like I said, I like to go to mid and just kind of wait for him to nade it and then peek it late. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do here. Yep, you want to make sure you stay behind these barrels as far as possible because they can stun and nade around that corner. So here, instead of challenging mid, I didn't hear him throw the nade, so I'm guessing he's not mid. I just kind of check my back on A street, and then I see him mid. So I'm just going to back up, come towards A. I see him on the left, or on the right. I stun over, don't hit him, so I just try and get out of here. I'm really weak, I'm one shot. But I see him on the right again. Wasn't sure if he saw me, so I challenged. He didn't see me, I don't think, so I came around here to get a better angle, and I see him, and I'm able to kill him very easily. So let's talk about that a little bit. So I was here. He was back here. We both saw each other, obviously. I threw the stun over, didn't hit him. He obviously moved over into this area, and he didn't see me push the stairs. So because he didn't see me here, I kind of needed to get a better angle. So I pushed through his fire onto the ladder area, and I have a great angle on him while he has no idea where I am. So that was kind of the play there, just to explain a little bit. And we'll go ahead and get rid of that midline. Alright, so I'm up 2-0 here. And I know I lose these next few rounds, so I'm just going to kind of talk about what I did wrong and everything in that matter. Up 2-0. I'm on defense again. I keep the PP out. I'm guessing I'll go to watch cross. Okay, no, I decided to push A this time. The A stairs. Do I stun over? Okay, no. Now, when you're pushing, when you're rushing, you always have two options. You can always throw your stun and nade, and maybe get a lucky stun or nade, like here. You can stun over the A steps, or I guess more likely they're actually back here somewhere. But you can stun over and get a lucky stun or nade, and then you'll have an easy gunfight. Or you can just keep it in your arsenal, keep it on your soldier, and you won't have to waste it, and they won't know where you are, because let's say he nades mid right now. I know he's either back A, throwing that nade across mid, like this, or he's right here, throwing it straight across mid. So I know exactly where he is on the map if he throws a nade. Fortunately, though, I mean, not fortunately, but I decide not to throw my stun here, so he has no idea where I am at this point. I'm going to hop up here. I see him in the back. Now I can stun him. I don't hit him, but I've good line of sight, so I can just come up here. I saw him throw that nade. No, he's still back there. See him on the left. I'm one shot. Okay. Here, this was a very, very important part of this round. Even though I end up losing, I'm pretty sure. I see him right here, obviously. He sees me. He has a bar. I have an SMG. I can't challenge that gunfight at all. So he's going to hit me. It would be so obvious if I came into beer. I'm right here. If I came into beer and came down these steps or tried to flank him, that's the most obvious thing I could ever do. He's going to definitely be expecting that. So instead, I kind of fake it out a little bit and then come back through my mid. See if I can get a better angle from him from my spawn again. So you're going to see me come back around. I check my right just to make sure he's not on the stairs. Then I come back to my ladder room, peek a little bit. I don't see him anywhere. So I just decide to chill around in this corner. I don't know if he's... I'm right here, obviously. Last time I saw him, he was here. He could be going for a plant on A, or he could have pushed into mid, and he could be flanking me. He could be going B. He could be back in his spawn, waiting for me to flank. I have no idea where he is, so I just decided to stay right here. Sitting right here is a pretty good spot because you can watch your right on the docks. If they plant A, you instantly can see if they push back into their spawn or if they push docks. If not, they're obviously in the bomb site. So you kind of know where they are if they plant A. If they plant B, you can get around to the B cut, check where bomb is very quickly. This is one of the fastest ways to get to B, obviously. So if they plant on this side, you know they're probably in the tunnel or coal or something. If they plant on the back, they're probably either in the clock tower or back here on the sandbag somewhere, maybe even sitting back here. Or if you don't see them anywhere, you know they could be doing a full flank around mid. But this is way off topic. I'm just saying I have no idea where he is right now. So a good central position for me is just sitting in this corner and waiting for him. I can watch my flank, watch my right, watch my A docks all at the same time. So I'm just going to kind of sit here, wait for him. I think he ends up planning A, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't watched this gameplay since, or I haven't ever watched this gameplay. This is from several days ago. Okay, so he does plan A. So I fall down, I make some sound here. So I'm waiting for him. I see him cross on the right. He sees me cross right here. So I decide just to come into the bomb. Now I don't see him. He's not challenging. It's been like 10 seconds since I saw him. So because he's not challenging from the front, he doesn't want me to ninja defuse. Obviously, he would have checked it from the front at this point. So he's probably, most likely, he saw me here. I go into the bomb site. Most likely he's coming around to come check it from the back window. He planted for the windows, so I know he's probably coming behind me, so I decided to go ahead and check. Obviously, him coming in through the front would be very obvious, so just check my back real quick. And the PPSH versus the bar close range is absolutely awful. The bar is obviously the better SMG close range, even though it's an AR. So he doesn't even aim in, and he just destroys me. So pretty much I knew exactly what he was doing there, and I just got unfortunate, I guess just unfortunate COD luck, because PPSH close range is awful. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm deciding, okay, so on the last offense I went mid, saw him on the A street obviously. This offense I'm just going to try a straight up B rush. If I don't see him B, I can't always push through. Like I've talked about in previous videos, you can always push through, flank them, check their back, whatever. But I could also go for a B rush, just trying to get bomb down. Getting bomb down is a huge advantage in this game, so we'll see what I do here. Alright, I'm going to come on my left here. This is also a pretty good play. So, obviously I came here. I'm going to come around the coal stack. I'm just going to sit here, because sitting here, you can watch your mid cut. Now, what this does is a couple things. If they're mid and they rush towards B, they're not going to expect you to be right here, and you have a nasty angle on them. You can easily kill them. The other thing is if they rush B, they don't see B, they go towards mid. You obviously know they're now in mid. And the last thing is if they're B and they come up and walk right in front of you, then you can obviously kill them right in front of you. So I'm just going to come here, check here, wait for the push. We're now 10, 12 seconds into the round. I'm going to wait for him to push through B bomb side if he's not already. Alright, so now we're now 20 seconds in the round. I checked the clock tower. One of the most important places you want to check when you're pushing B is right here for them laying down. The other common spot for them is right here behind these sandbags. So if you're planning B, you always you always have to kind of clear these two areas. Most important choke points for B, besides mid obviously, but if you have teammates that helps a lot. I'm gonna come check my B street. I'm not seeing him peek around sandbags or anything. I'm gonna check mid. This is a pretty good head glitch right here. I'll try to hop up. It's really hard to hop on that second box. I'm gonna slowly peek around, check my mid. I don't see him. I just decide, let me push through B. So I'm obviously going to check my back. Don't want him to be flanking me. I'm now in his spawn. I'm going to check down here on the docks. Don't see him up on the docks. Going to push through cotton or fire. Don't see him in the corner. Don't see him on his docks. Don't see him mid. At this point, I'm thinking he's in my spawn most likely, because I haven't seen him anywhere. So I come back to B, and he was in my spawn. He had actually wrapped all the way through my spawn. More than likely, he had done some type of A street hit where he went down A street, came up, probably checked in beer, didn't see me, came back around through coal, and by this point, obviously we ran into each other when I was in mid. So again, I should have won this gunfight pretty easily. He had a bar and I had a PPSH close range, and he absolutely gunned me, so nothing I could really do there. I just had to accept the fact that he gunned me with the bar close range, even though I had first shot. This game feels really inconsistent right now with the PPSH close range, but I'm not going to keep complaining about that. I'm just going to get on with the game here. So next round, I decided to pull out my regular PPSH, or no, this is my Russian PPSH. So I decided to rush B. This is one of the things you can do on defense. I come clock tower. I'm probably going to check and see if he's here. I don't see him. We're 10 seconds into the round. Don't see him. So now I'm just going to come chill out over on these stairs. I have a feeling he might come B this round. So I'm just going to kind of wait here. If I wait right here, I can watch that cross obviously right in front of me. And if he comes B, so I'm obviously sitting here, I can see if he crosses over to the B-bomb site from, I don't know why I just did that. I can see if he comes this way, I can see if he comes through mid. The only thing I can't see is if he plants on the back side over here. But more than likely he's not going to do that, because in order to do that without crossing, he would have to come all the way through my spawn back over to B and then plant there, which is a possibility, but it's pretty unlikely. Let's just say that. So I'm just gonna wait here. I know for a fact he does not plant B here, so I'm just gonna kind of skip ahead. At this point, I was really expecting him to plant B. I didn't want to go. Okay, so with 35 seconds left, you can always check the other bomb. If they're not planting by 35 seconds, more than likely they're at the other bomb if you're watching one of them. So I don't see him planting here. We have about 20 seconds left now, and I can go and I can come into mid and check A. But at the same time, I don't really want to do that, because a lot of people don't actually plant the bomb. They'll kind of sit right here and wait for me to go check A, or they'll sit back A, like right here or something, wait for me to come check A. So I don't want to give up my round just because I'm getting greedy and checking the bomb. So I'm just going to let him plant, and then I'll 1v1 him in the post-plant position here. So we're 13 seconds in now. He plants A. So the best way to check A is obviously coming through mid. If you haven't seen my other video on this map, you might want to check it out. Right here, I'm checking my left, make sure he didn't push left. Checking my right. I see him shooting me on the left. I see him on the docks. He crosses over right here. I should have killed him right there. I didn't. I decided to just challenge him because he was so one shot. He shoots again. He throws a Molotov. I see him running on the docks, and I made a big mistake right here. He's sitting down right here. He doesn't see me. I could have crouched, walked around, killed him, but I decided, oh, I have FMJ on. I can shoot him right through these docks. Nope. My shots go crazy. He jumps around and absolutely guns me. That was completely my fault. I had really bad shots right there. If I hadn't jumped, I probably could have killed him. You see I jump right here and just completely mess up my aim, so we're just going to ignore that. Move on to the next round. We are now going to be on offense. I decide to pull out my rushing class again and just push straight through mid, I believe. No, okay, I'm going to do my strategy where I wait here behind the boxes, so I'm going to wait here. He doesn't throw a nade. I check. Don't see him in mid. I'm just kind of waiting for him to push through B to mid. It's 20 seconds on the round. He still hasn't. So now at this point, let's go ahead and look at the map. You always got to be thinking about the map and their map positioning. So obviously I'm right here. I've checked all of mid. We're 25 seconds into the round now. He's not here. He's not on these stairs. And he's not pushing through B to mid. So I know he can either now be back B somewhere. He could have pushed up into coal and be flanking me soon. That was a weird arrow. Or he could be back A street or pushing A street. So pretty much I know he can either be back A, back B, pushed up on A, or pushed up on B flanking me. I guess he could also be in fire. Got to keep that in mind. But we'll just kind of see what he does, or see what I do here. I know my mid is clear though, so I have free reign to get into his fire if I choose to do that. So we're going to see, we're now 25 seconds in the round, still hasn't pushed in through mid. you see me check my left here, I'm kind of thinking about my flank at this point. I'm like, he could be flanking me, but obviously he hasn't. Like I said, I have free reign into mid, so I just decided to come B. At this point, guessing he's not back B. If he was back B, he'd be shooting me, obviously, or I would have seen him. And then he could be in my spawn somewhere, and he could be A. So I think I'm pretty safe to plant the bomb in this case, and I'm also kind of taking a risk by planting out on this edge, but we're just going to see what I do. Okay, like I talked about in my previous London Docks video, though, my strategy video, when you plant B on this corner, the most common and probably the best spot is coming down on these stairs, but I know I'm in a GB tournament. This kid obviously knows the best spot, so I'm not going to push these stairs. I'm going to have to do something different. I can either wrap around through mid and kind of play the statue to watch the bomb, but I don't want him to hop on the ninja diffuse, so I decided to kind of just play it safe here, and I believe I run to Cole. Yep. So you're going to see me. I don't check behind me, which was probably a mistake. You always want to check behind you, make sure they didn't see you running wherever you're running. For example, as soon as I got around these barrels, I should have turned around, looked to make sure he wasn't on this B street or mid seeing me, because if he sees me running in here, he's very likely just to hop on the bomb, because more than likely I'm doing a loop. Obviously, I don't do a loop for that reason, but I'm just going to come in here, kind of watch the Cole back for a second. So I check it. We're about 9 seconds into the plant now. He could obviously still be coming that way, but I just want to check my back, check the bomb, just to make sure he's not there yet. And fortunately, I think he may have seen me going into Cole, so he comes in here, and this time, my PPSH wins the gunfight. So pretty lucky right there, but I just got really good timing on him. And I was going to go check the bomb because I hadn't checked for a ninja diffuse right off the bat. But, yeah, fortunate timing. Alright, 3-3 now. Let's see what I do here. Well, on defense, I'm going to keep the PPSH out. Looks like I still have my... Okay, no, I pull out the primed class again. So I'm just going to watch the cross, I believe. Watching the cross. Watching the cross. Alright, 10 seconds in the round. Haven't seen him cross. And PPSH close range versus the bar. Obviously, the bar is better, right, Sledgehammer? I think that's the 3rd time that's happened this game. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. It's now 3-4, I believe. Or is it 4-4? 3-4. Okay. This round, I have a couple options. I can rush A, I can do my mid strat, or I can go B. Looks like I'm going to do the mid strat again. Still caught him off guard. I don't see him mid. I just decided to push out really quickly. Don't see him back A, so, okay. This is important. I decided to do a straight up mid rush. I came mid, didn't see him on his boxes and fire. I checked my left, didn't see him. Okay, I came to my left, didn't see him back A at all. If he was going A, I would have seen him by this point because it was a straight up rush. So I know he's not A, I know he's not mid. If he's not in mid and he's not A, he can either be here, or he can be back A, or he can obviously be back B or B. So I'm just going to go ahead and check up top. Like I mentioned, he could be up there. And now I'm going to push through his spawn. And as you can see, I just get pretty good timing, and he is B. So I just cleared the whole map in like 20 seconds. I just pushed straight through mid, didn't see him mid. Checked all of A, checked top fire, stairs, or ladder. Didn't see him there. Came through his spawn, didn't see him in his spawn. One thing I should have changed, when I came here, I should have checked my right. Some people like to sit in this corner right here. Always be sure to check that. But fortunately, I was here, and he was clock tower, which is one of the places I mentioned people like to go on B. So won that one. It's now 4-4. That was a quick rush, so just fortunately paid off. If I had seen him anywhere else, I would have hoped to have won the gunfight. I didn't use my stun, obviously, so I still had a stun to use. But we'll just go ahead and see how this next round goes. I haven't used the bar one round this game. I hate using the bar. I just want to point that out. What do I do here? Do I do a rush? I just watch A cross. Okay. Okay, I saw him cross right there because, listen, because I saw him cross and I was barely peeking it. Like you can see just a tiny sliver. Obviously, you could see him cross though. I decide, instead of just pushing him, just in case he did see me, I'm just going to jump down on these boxes, which don't make sound. Hopefully I jump on them. And then push around and try and catch them off guard in A site. We're planning A site. You got to do it quickly, though. And I didn't. First of all, I didn't fall into the boxes. Second of all, I took my good old time getting around to the bomb. If he had planted bomb, he could have gotten good timing on me, rushing him. Fortunately, though, I'm going to come around here, come to the window, check bomb. And he's just sitting in this corner, checking ladder and docks and everything. So, I played that kind of stupid. What I should have done is, obviously, I saw him on the cross from here. Or I was here. And he was obviously crossing right through here. I saw him cross. What you need to do as soon as you see them cross, if they didn't see you, which I knew he didn't see me, is jump down onto these boxes, which don't make noise, and then instantly rush around to the window and check it. Because if not, you're going to get bad timing. If they go straight for the plant, fortunately he didn't here. If they do, though, they go straight for the plant, they're going to turn around most likely, and then I could be taking my good old time, and they might get this to this head glitch and absolutely destroy me on the street or something. So, I just thought I'd like to point that out. Obviously, I won the round here, but I could have played that much smarter. And this was several days ago, so I've gotten better since this point. Obviously, I'm always improving and stuff. It's just little analysis like this that help you get better, going over your own gameplay, seeing your own mistakes. Unfortunately, 3 of the 4 rounds I lost here were strictly because of the bar outgunning the PPSH close range, but this time I just decided to rush B. I'm seeing if he pushes mid. He's not pushing mid. I check my left. Don't see him left. I decided to just come check mid. Okay. I want to talk about this round as well. Oops. Okay, so I came through B. Came over here. I didn't check clock tower. I did see in it right at the beginning, but I didn't have mountain on, so he would have heard me anyway. But I was guessing he wasn't back here since he was on the last defense, right? So, I didn't see him rush into mid. Didn't see him cross mid at all, actually. I was watching the entire cross. I could also see the A stairs, I believe. Maybe not. I could be mistaken, but don't see him anywhere here. I checked my B street a little bit. Didn't see him here. So now I know he's either back A somewhere. He's just on the side of the map somewhere. He could also be in his fire, obviously, so I want to be careful here. So I'm just going to come into mid. I think I start to crouch just because I don't have mountain on. You can see I'm pre-aiming. If you're pre-aiming, you're silent. If you're crouching, you're silent. So I'm just pre-aiming all these corners. Checking his back. Crouch around this corner. Check the corner. And he's there. Get a lucky hip fire headshot. And that is the game. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys thought this analysis was helpful and it helped you in some sort of way, whether it's singles or just situational awareness. Or London Docks, tips and tricks, whatever it is. Hope this helped you guys a lot. I want to thank you guys all for the support that you guys have been giving the channel. I've grown like, I want to say about 18 to 20 subs since the game came out, which is crazy seeing as my channel is so small already. We're about to hit 100 subs, so I know that's not a ton, but I thank you guys a lot for that, and it really does mean a lot. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you want to talk to me about anything or mention anything in the comments, go ahead and do that. I love to answer you guys and see your guys' feedback, so go ahead and leave a comment. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It means a ton. And as always, I will see you guys next time, and peace.